Welcome to the next episode of VoiceUp. Thank you for all the comments and positive feedback you're giving us. Each comment and feedback that you give us boosts the morale of all the women entrepreneurs who are embarking on this journey with me. So, thank you and keep them coming. Today's guest is a very special person. She's a multi award winning artist as well as an educator, and she is also an art therapist. She's the proud recipient of the maiden version of Kalpana Chawla Award for Women Achievers in the art category. She has done art exhibitions across the globe for international audiences as well as art communities. She's a well known name in the art circle. She uses her art as therapy now for not just corporates, for busy and stressed out individuals, but also for people of determination and people suffering from Alzheimer's disease so that they can emotionally ground themselves and foster the sense of well being. It gives me great pleasure to welcome today a multifaceted person, Kavita Sriram. Kavita, welcome to Voice Up and thank you for doing this with us.
Hi, Vibha. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, for having me on your show. Looking forward to, spending some time with you, chit-chatting. Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's wonderful for to have you here. You're such a famous person, I would say, in the art circle, and it's a pleasure to have you and discuss what you do and how you do. So tell me first, were you always interested in art? Was that your passion right from the beginning?
No, not really. I have not studied art at all.
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
self-taught artist. So, firstly, let me just tell you how my journey started. I've always been in the corporate world until
Okay.
2003 when I got married and had my firstborn. And
Okay.
there was a point in time where my husband traveled a lot on work. So I had to
Okay.
give up, my side of the corporate bit. And I said, okay, let me stay home, be a stay-home mother. And being a stay-home mother was not very easy because always being busy. I was in the travel field. I was a travel facilitator, travel the
Okay.
world globally with my groups. So, it was tough at that point in time to stay home. And then out of boredom, I started doing this art class wherein a lady in my building would come in and a bunch of us ladies got together. And this was just a free thing, which I would just do every now and then just to keep myself busy. And I started painting and painting. And before I realized, I had done about 100 odd Ganeshas.
Oh,
And
wow.
I decided to have a small exhibition at home. These were glass paintings. And strange enough, I sold 90% of my paintings.
Wow. That's
So that
awesome.
was a big motivation for me. And of course, those days, this I'm talking about in 2012. Social media was very it, Facebook was very it. And every time I would
Yeah.
post on Facebook, people would tell me, you're so good at this. Why don't you start taking commissions and stuff like that? So that's how I started. And in 2016, I did my first exhibition here in Dubai. And then there hasn't been any looking back at it at all.
Wow. That's an awesome journey. My God, from where to where, and so
Yes,
many
yes.
challenges and hurdles you must have encountered.
Absolutely. And when people tell me they can't draw, I tell them my story because I used to be like that. When you put your mind to anything, there's conviction. And if it's a passion for you, you can achieve anything, go beyond limits and borders.
Absolutely. I agree with that thought totally because as a child, I always thought that I could not draw. And there was an experience in my life which made me draw. And I realized that this is only a thought that I am giving myself. So, yes, I
Exactly.
agree with this
There
totally.
you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, to tell me, your work blends creativity and emotional healing, right? So, what was that first experience which revealed to you the transformative power of healing through art?
So basically, when COVID happened, most of us were doing online classes. We were teaching art online. Until
Right.
then, you never believed or even, thought that, okay, art could be done online. you did
Right.
online, and then you also saw that people were feeling it as a stress buster, so that
Right.
kind of brought it to my attention, and I said, hey, I mean, if this is what it is doing to people, why don't we take it to the next level? And having come full circle, I have exhibited, commissioned, I have taught, been a mentor. I said, I think I need to upscale myself and go into therapy. And that's when I got into it. And my first client, or I mean, I don't call them a patient, a client
Yeah.
was an Alzheimer's patient, a
Okay.
76-year-old. And
Wow.
I used to visit her during COVID time,
Uh-huh.
and she was like a child who used to really look forward to me going over there, spending time with her, and creating. It wasn't just creating alone, but spending time chit chatting, having a cup of chai with her, and it was a wholesome thing for her. She used to really look forward to the 2 hours that we used to spend together. So these were the ways. That's how I started into therapy. And then, I mean, I was fortunate enough where I got opportunities to work with people of determination, women of abuse. So abuse therapy, art as
Okay.
therapy. I mean, use that as a modality in many ways to reach out to people.
That's awesome. That's quite a journey again. It's like COVID has changed the path of careers of many people, and this
Many,
is,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. I
it's
mean,
it's
more than physical health, I think now mental health these days is very important. If there's mental health, it's only then that can you function, go ahead and function for the rest of our lives.
absolutely, I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
So, like you have a diverse group for these workshops that you conduct, right? You do corporates also, and then you do Alzheimer's, you do special needs, you do women of abuse,
Yeah.
so many different categories of people. So how do you tailor your art? Is it the same modality that works for everybody, or is it something specific that you need to understand? And how do you go about it?
So I've got students right from 3-year-olds to my oldest being the 76-year-old.
Wow.
So it is not possible for me to cater the same content, or like what I would do with a 3-year-old is not possible that I would do with a 15 plus or a 20 plus. So I cater my workshops accordingly to the age and the abilities. It's basically
Okay.
ability driven.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah, so
makes a
I
lot of
use
sense.
all different kinds of mediums and mixed media to, engage with a child or a group or an adult or a group of adults.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because many people have this thinking, that health is like one thing works for one person, it will work across the globe. So that
No,
is
no,
what,
the
yeah,
abilities are different. So we generally look at how, I would categorize them as age wise and ability wise, and then do the workshop.
awesome. That's so wonderful. And that is the right approach to health, I would say, because even as far as nutrition or yoga goes, we also believe that, that one size does not fit all, and you have to look at the person in front of you and
Correct.
then
Like you
decide.
have a beginners and a mid-level and an advanced level, right?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
true, true.
So, from receiving awards that you have done plenty in your kitty to conducting corporate workshops, how has the journey been? Like, what have you learned in the way, and what would you like to share?
The journey has been fantastic, phenomenal, I must say. I mean, I think my first award was the Maiden Kalpana Chawla Award, which came as a big surprise to me because I wasn't even aware that I was nominated. Someone else had nominated me, and I kept receiving these emails saying I had won, and why am I not, reciprocating or replying back? And I thought it was a scam.
Fan.
And I
Yeah.
kept ignoring it. And one fine day, they called me from there and they said, why aren't you responding? So I said, no, I really thought this was scam because I wasn't aware that I had won that. And so that was the beginning of my journey. And then there were several other awards until last year where I won the Indian Women in Dubai Best Artist Award as well. So basically, there's a lot of community driven projects that I do where I enjoy being amongst the community, being part of the community, and doing for the community. So I believe in doing and being for the community. So that's my agenda there. And I very, forcefully believe that any talent that you have is not cannot be stolen or taken away from you. I believe in sharing the creativity because at the end of the day, there's nothing that can take away when you're gone from this earth. You got to leave everything behind. So you might as well
So true.
share that knowledge or creativity that you have amongst several others so they can also partake in the same.
Absolutely, that's so true. And that is what yoga believes in also, that what is meant for you, what is destined for you, will find its way to you and nobody can
Absolutely.
take it from you, you know.
Absolutely.
It will come to you.
Absolutely. Yes. And it's all about the sharing. I mean, if it's done good for you, why not for the rest? Yes.
Absolutely. So it's been wonderful to chat with you till now and know about your art journey. Let's switch gears a little bit now and ask you a little bit about health. Since you're already into a allied health field, I will say, because you are into healing modality, you look after people's emotional health, which is a big part of the overall health spectrum. So tell me, what are your top three health go-to practices, like you, which you swear by?
So I work out at least 4 times a day. I head to the gym. So
Four
I
times a day?
Yeah, 4 times a week. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Okay.
I with my busy schedule, it used to be 5 or 6 times a week, but
All
I
right.
can't. I'm unable to do it, but I try and do at least 4 times a week. Otherwise, when the weather is good, of course, a 3 or a 4 kilometer walk is what I do, and it's been about 10, 12 years now. My body is kind of used to, gymming and training. I have a metabolic disorder syndrome. So now that we're
Okay.
talking about health, so where I have an insulin resist condition.
All
So
right.
then, I definitely have to head to the gym
All
because
right.
despite, you know what it means. I mean, despite my
Exactly.
working out
Exactly.
and my diet and things like that, I have to make sure that I try and burn as many calories as I can. So, yes, so that is an essential part of my day. My day starts with heading to the gym.
Awesome. So that is the first thing, that you must move your body, and it is very, very important. Anything
Absolutely.
else?
Of course, watch out for what you eat. I think 70% is that's what matters. What goes in, is the input is, you need to look into the input before, yeah. Which is not
Yes.
easy, of course, considering the lifestyles that all of us lead. I mean, in the entire week, we're trying to stick to, eating just ghar ka khana and, nutritious food. And when the weekend comes, we're all outside and binging and partying, and that's where it all goes for a toss. But I guess that's how it is. I mean, it's a yo-yo. I mean, up and down the graph goes. But yeah, this is
So,
it.
yeah, so movement is important and eating right, what you put inside. So we have this
Exactly.
principle which is 80 and 20, 80-20. You know it from management probably, like, if you're eating right, 80% of time, 20% allowance is given to you. So you can indulge, but when you indulge with awareness that, okay, yeah, this is like probably, so you try to balance it out with things that, can
True.
help in your journey. So
That's true, but
that's how we do it.
unfortunately, I'm a foodie. So, when it comes to, when it
Yeah,
comes
most
to
of us
looking
are.
at,
I think
okay,
that comes with Indian origin roots.
yeah, so, okay, portion control and all of that. But sometimes you think, okay, one day you're allowed to binge. Why not? At the weekend, that's when we tend to go overboard sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen. But
Yeah,
I, as a person, believe this, that whatever you're doing and whatever you're eating at that particular time, you should enjoy it. Whatever,
true.
whether you're eating a pizza or a burger or a samosa, whatever you're eating, just
True.
enjoy it. You are anyways indulging, right? So you might as well enjoy it and feel good about doing it, because that is going to benefit your body, rather than saying, "Arey, I've done this wrong. This is wrong. I shouldn't
For
do this.
sure.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't do
Life
that."
is short. Might as well live it up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, okay, I from your background, from your roots, is there any one food that you think that is very healthy, but people don't know about it? It doesn't get its due respect.
No,
Is
I
there
guess
anything that comes to mind?
so. So what I have seen is what our grandparents used to follow. It's all coming back full circle.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
my grandparents used to eat a lot of millets, back
Okay.
then.
Yeah,
30, 35 years back, when I used to see them, the horse gram and, yeah, the ragi and all of those, it would never make sense. I was like, what are they eating? What kind of a lifestyle is this? When
yeah,
you're
right.
kids, now that it's all come back full circle and we're all trying to do it, adapt to that kind of lifestyle. So I think we need to actually look back at what our forefathers were eating and what they were
Yeah,
doing. They lived stronger and more healthier than any of us. I think our
absolutely.
lives are more stressful and sedentary. I think they did a lot around. If they had big gardens, they worked in their gardens or, did stuff. I mean, so they were far more healthier. So millets is something that I've known for the last 30, 35 years, and it's all coming back into our own lifestyles now.
Absolutely. Millets are very good. They're good on your digestion, and especially when you start aging, you need foods that are nutritious as well as they digest
Correct. They're
easily.
very
So
dense in
millets,
nutrition. And for somebody like
absolutely.
me who has an insulin resist condition, millets are supposed to be very with the low glycemic count and things like that.
Intact. Yeah.
So yes,
That's
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
That's good advice there. So good things that you're doing already for yourself and sharing with us. So thank you so much for doing this. Last thing that I would like to ask before you leave today is how do people get in touch with you? How do they reach you? What are your handles?
So I am always reachable. I'm a very social media person, very social media active. I am reachable all the time on Instagram. People can DM me and I will respond to them. So I go by the Instagram handle of Cavs Arts. That's KAVZARTZ. So that, or they can search me by my name, Kavita Sriram. And I'm always there to help out people. It could be one-on-one workshops, a group. You want to do art therapy. You want to do a fun workshop. You want to commission an artwork. You're having a party. You want to do giveaways or party favors. I mean, I can help you out with anything. Yes.
Wow,
So
awesome. You heard her, people. Please follow and like her page. She's a wonderful human being. Take it from me. She is so down to earth and always approachable.
thank you,
So
Vibha.
please do like and follow. And thank you for watching Voice Up. Thank you, Kavita, for being here.
Thank you so much, Vibha, for inviting me to this session. Totally enjoyed chatting with you and look
Thank,
forward to many more.
thank you. Pleasure's all mine.